Hey guys, Wrap Roundup here, back with another video. So today I was gonna release my first video of my series on going through artists and seeing if they're an industry plant or not. Well, I decided to postpone that because I decided to release this video on how to spot an industry plant instead, so it has a basic outline for what I'll be using in this series and also how to spot one yourself. If you came from my previous video on what industry plants are, then at the end of the video, I'll have more about that. But since now everything's out of the way, let's get into this video. So, how to spot an industry plant. There are many ways of spotting one, but this is kind of like a couple of things that if they apply to an artist, then the artist is most likely an industry plant. Just before I get into these things, I just want to make clear that if one of these apply to an artist, that doesn't mean the artist is necessarily an industry plant, and if a lot of them apply to an artist, that doesn't mean the artist is an industry plant. Okay, the first thing that may point out an industry plant is if they have an uncalled for song that blows up. To be more specific, I'm not talking about someone who was boosted by memes like Blueface or Lil Nas X. I'm talking about someone who no one knew who they were in the underground community and they just suddenly blew up. The second thing that points out an industry plant is if all the songs and history of an artist disappear right before they have a big song. This could mean any artist, but there are key signs. If the artist went under a different name, if the artist's public songs are almost perfect quality, and if an artist has a random big feature before releasing music. The third key thing is, are they copying popular trends? Now, if this was the only sign they show of being an industry plant, then they aren't one, because artists follow popular waves all the time to gain more attention and publicity. What I'm talking about is if they do this and many other things on this list that apply to being an industry plant. The next category is, were they signed before anyone knew who they were? Again, if this is the only category that applies to them, then they probably aren't an industry plant. The next category is, did their songs sound professional or seem professionally made before anybody knew who they were? Some people know their way around programs and things, but paired with other things on this list point out obvious things that probably mean you're backed by a label. Do they have big advertising and interview type things before they even have a project out? This may seem like it is too open, but I mean the artists who have one or two other songs out and for some reason have a Genius or XXL interview before their third or fourth song was even released. Now, the final stage is basically, do they seem like a plant? Now, this may seem obvious or just dumb, but it is very obvious when you see a plant. Like, if you see a couple things from this list, or if you see nothing from this list, you can probably make a determination. And if you can't, then research more into them, because many artists show signs of being an industry plant but aren't actually, or don't show signs and are industry plants. So from all of these categories and stages, you can make a determination for yourself, or you can watch the playlist in the top right corner and try to find an artist that you may want to know more about regarding being an industry plant. Okay, so that's basically the gist of things for this video, but if you are here for the series, then after this I will be talking more about it. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more content relating rap and hip-hop, then please subscribe. It supports the channel. Okay, so on to the series. I will be dropping, hopefully, the first video in the series soon. I think, since this is dropping this Friday, I think it will be dropping Monday or Wednesday. I think I'll be able to get it out by Monday, but if something comes up and I can't, it will be out by Wednesday. If you have artist suggestions for this series, just comment them and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching.